What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a nice day trading recap. Check it out. Let me show you a really quick sneak peek at what it was like in chat today. Check it out.
And it's just sitting at it. It's just sitting here, sitting here, sitting here. We need to get off that level. That's why I'm just sitting in the starter position. There we go, guys.
Well, guys, I typically love doing the recap portions and like going over the intro out here on the dock, right here just chilling, looking at the nice view. But today, look at this. It's been raining all morning long. A little bit of thunder here and there as well. So it's going to be one of those days where, I don't know, it's just looking kind of gray. But you know what's not gray? Well, today's performance at the daytraderchatroom.com, we did great today. We nailed a good one, and we're going to go over it, all right? In this recap here, we're going to go over my outlook, how I stepped into the day at the overall market outlook. We're going to go over why I chose the stock I chose to trade. We're going to go over how I identified the entry, analyzing volume, the chart pattern, etc. We're going to go over all of that step by step in this video. The only thing I ask for you is to give me about 5 minutes so you can go through the video. If you learned something at the end of it, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and check out the daytraderchatroom.com link in the description and comment section for a 5-day trial. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's recap. All right, today's recap. Pretty good one. I honestly thought today would be a no trade day with the overall markets just looking kind of weakish. But this morning, just like every other morning, looking at the gap scans, HLBZ was up there, leading gapper. Those are the trade idea scans. If you are watching this on YouTube, there's a coupon code in the description and comment section below, along with the link to trade ideas. And the coupon code is my coupon code with a 15% off for you. All right, so I made my list this morning, and then my list this morning, I talked about the overall markets, and this is the email blast that we send out every morning with our watch list to everyone that's on our list. So if you're interested in that and you're watching on YouTube, you can always sign up, link in the description and comment section. You can just go to the bottom of the daytraderchatroom.com, and the newsletter sign up is right there at the bottom of the page. We don't put it in your face there at the start. We want you to have good information there, so we just put it at the bottom of the page. You can go down there, daytraderchatroom.com, and sign up, and you'll get the weekly and the daily watch list. So we talked about the overall markets in that, and just my expectations in the overall markets today, that we would see probably some chop, and sure enough, it's been a little bit more of a difficult trade here today on the SPY. No clear direction like we had yesterday, in a sense. Like yesterday, we knew where resistance was, and we got the fade. The overnight swing trade we did back then as well was a banger, 270% gainer on that one. So I wasn't really looking at the SPY today. Why? Well, we have way too many variables, right? There's 3 main variables. If you couple in the ailment that is out there, of course, then you have 4 variables. So, I just wasn't interested in trading the overall markets today. But we did have a little watch list cooking, and the daytraderchatroom.com green team, because that's what we call you guys, the green team, you guys absolutely killed it today. Show you the poll results here real quick. 60% of traders were green today. No one was red. 20% break even, 20% didn't trade. So great work by you guys today. Now let me grab the dashboard and we'll go over the watch list from this morning. So here's the weekly watch list. Today's Tuesday, and here's my little blurb on what I was talking about as far as the FOMC meetings and China's Evergrande fiasco and just everything that's going on, U.S. debt ceiling, etc. So today I was only watching 3 tickers: NNVC, HLBZ, QS, and I told you guys in the pre-market that my main focus was HLBZ. HLBZ, why? Well, I like the price point. This thing's been a big mover, and it actually announced its little partnership with Amazon, meaning that they have access now to put up some of their media platform on Amazon. So HLBZ with tremendous potential today, that was my main focus. And of course, guys, we can't come onto the dashboard and not come down here and look at the overall performance and chat room accuracy here. This is what we look like as a team. All right, we are absolutely killing it. And I want us to see, I want us to continue doing it that way. So keep up the good work, guys. Now, why was HLBZ my main focus? Well, my main focus on HLBZ was because the overall markets were choppy. We expected them to be choppy. Huge gap down yesterday. A lot of indecision going on right now. Today's day number 1 of the Fed meeting. Tomorrow is when we hear the results of whether or not they're going to be tapering. One of the things that you might not understand about tapering is that as far as tapering goes, Webull doesn't really taper anything, because if you download the app, fund the account with $5, you get free stock. So there's a link in the bottom of the YouTube video as well as the comment section. Now, with that in mind, knowing that the overall markets might be choppy, knowing that small caps haven't been trading all that great, going through the gap scans, seeing a lot of gappers that had no news, HLBZ had to be my main focus, because look at it. Look at the chart, HLBZ. Look at this. We gapped up over this big resistance in front of $26. And, when I started making the list, we were a lot closer to that level. We were like at $30, $29, something like that. So I thought maybe we can pull into 26, but we opened up and pushed higher. So with that said, I said to myself, okay, well, I'm going to look for mid-gap support. I'm going to have to identify some mid-gap support. It's going to make the trade a little bit harder, but we're going to have to look for that type of level. And we'll start to move these fib levels to where they were at the time. And we'll go back in time here. We'll throw in that flux capacitor to the time machine. And I have 2 trades on HLBZ. Let me show you the alerts, and then we'll go over them real quick here. My first trade at 10:06 a.m., long HLBZ starter, 36.20, stop $34 area. A couple minutes later, sold out $33.98. All right, that's it. A loss right there. I got back in at 10:25 a.m. long starter HLBZ 35.86, stop 33.50 area, taking some profits 35.85, more off 39.18 right before we halted, and then more off 39.84, more off 40.90, and then I got flat at $41.31 for a nice banger of a trade on HLBZ. Right now, on HLBZ, I told you guys I was going to be patient, and I was going to have to wait for confirmation to keep a close eye on volume. All right. The first trade, came in at 10:06 a.m. So right here, we get that quick little test of the VWAP area right here. And we get bought right back up. And that's it. That's when I was like, okay, I think this thing is going to go now, because we've held VWAP there. We've held VWAP here. Right? And we broke VWAP here with a very nice increase in volume. Okay? After pulling in and making new lows, which would scare a lot of people, but what did I keep talking to you guys about? Decreasing volume on that. So I had no problem getting long in here. However, I got stopped out right here, and I think my stop might have been a little bit too tight. I should have kept it at the 9 AMA. Regardless, I probably would have been stopped out in here somewhere when we violate the 9 AMA. Okay, so that's the first trade. I get stopped out on that one. Volume profile and VWAP was what I was using for my analysis on that. Then, since we don't come back down here and make new lows, and we quickly get right back above VWAP, I get on the mic. I tell you guys, these shorts might be trapped in here at this point, and we're probably going to see either an explosive move or just a choppy trade. And I went ahead at 10:25 a.m. So right around here, we went ahead and got long another starter position on HLBZ. And we started to just sit here for a little bit. I was like, we need this thing to get off this level, because if it doesn't, this support zone is probably going to crack. And then this will turn into a super choppy trade. Regardless, I said that this was a difficult trade because of the simple fact that we don't have daily levels here. This is just all mid-gap support here. So I said we needed to get off that level, and we also needed to break that level right there at 37 bucks. We had 1, 2, and 3 tops right there in that zone, and that was obviously a concerning zone there that we needed to break. And if we broke that, we would probably get that really nice fat squeeze through to new highs. And what I want you to notice is on the reclaim of that VWAP zone, what do we have? Continuously increasing volume. On the pullback into the VWAP area, what do we have? Decreasing volume, right? You have the pullback into the VWAP zone and you have decreasing volume. And right here we get that nice little stick and hold. And then we get the boom right through the highs. And that's when I start taking profits off, right? So first take profit, 37.85. At the time, the high was around 38.80s. So I take some off there at 37.85, a little bit more off right before the halt. And then out of the halt, I continue taking profits until getting flat right here at 41.31. So right there at 41.31, I went ahead and got flat. The stock actually moved up higher, obviously, to a high of 41.54. And then we started to just chop around a little bit. I looked for a re-entry, but didn't get the pull back into the zone I wanted. But all in all, banger of a trade, because this is exactly the type of move we were looking for. So really happy with that trade overall. And I think HLBZ has a lot of potential, and we need to continue keeping it on watch for the rest of the day.
Well, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you learned something. I hope you found value in the video. If you did, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video, and I'll catch you on the next one.